Hi guys, this is Dan Bentley again from Section D, and this news item is some general assessment feedback from your Unit 2 test. Congratulations on getting through your Unit 2 test. So I've also linked the mark scheme to this in this news item, so please open up the mark scheme and take a look at that mark scheme probably before you watch this video, because all I'm going to do in this video is kind of just go through some of the finer points of the mark scheme with you. Okay, so let's get started. So if you have your mark scheme there, you can refer to it. So here's question 1. And so question 1, you were first asked to find A, B, A, C, and D. And then over the side, D was usually a pretty easy find, really, because you knew that if you plugged in 0 for X, you would get the y-intercept. So you're able to find D, and then you use that information and what you learned in the explorations, this unit about the horizontal and vertical asymptote, you're able to chug away there and find A and C. So the ones that I've graded so far, you guys have done excellent in that. As we move forward, you can kind of check this out. The domain and the intercepts, the domain and the asymptotes have some things in common. Please note on the mark scheme, I've just made a change here. On the mark scheme, it says the vertical asymptote is y equal, it should be x equal, and same with the horizontal, so please make that change. So again, I think this question was pretty well done. Take a look at the note below to see how your graph was assessed, where you got your answer points, your A1 points for your graph, and what things we were looking for in the graph, such as your asymptotes, your invariant points, points that did not move, okay, and your intercepts. So we'll move on to the next question. So this question, you could use your technology in this question, and I think question part A was pretty straightforward. Part B, a lot of students gave the information that as x approaches infinity, f at x approaches infinity, and the same on the negative side, which is great information. However, to get both points, you'll see in the mark scheme here, to get both points, you need to give us a little bit more information here in part B about what actually happens at infinity. And you'll see down below here the long division to actually find out the equation of this asymptote. Okay, and so not only does it approach infinity, which is correct, it approaches infinity along this equation of the line, which you can get by doing long division. So please check that out and pay attention to how you were graded for this question. This question, number 3, was very well done. There was a bunch of different approaches I've already seen. Some people used it kept it in more the exponential form and just went to logarithmic form at the end, which is fine. One good way is using your logarithmic laws here. So your main laws, your logarithmic laws, are right here, and I think most of you are very, very good at using these, but these all apply in one way or the other. So if you look at it, if you take the natural log off both sides, here at the very beginning, that can quickly spin you into using your log properties. And so if you follow through with the mark scheme, you'll be able to kind of see what you get, and at the end we're looking for this value here, A. Okay, so check that out. A similar question here. What we're talking about here is actually the definition of a logarithm. A logarithm is just an exponent. So if you know that log base A of B equals C, well, you can say that A raised to the C gives you B. So really that's all we're doing here. We're saying that 8 raised to the 2/3 gives you this. And then you've just got an equation. Maybe you raised both sides to the 1/3 and you moved on. And please don't forget you need plus or minus here. When you square root both sides, you need to have a plus or minus for that last point. The last question was very well done. Well, just one thing to point out. The last question, when you're asked in part D, what is that value? This is concave down as you stated, so please make sure when you run this point down, it is not 3,000, it's just below 3,000 at 2,000, approximately 2,500. So please make sure you state that as well. So look at the mark scheme there. It was very well done. And then part D, again, you are using your logarithmic laws, and if you follow through that mark scheme, I think you'll be able to sort of figure out what's happening, and all those log laws I had on an earlier slide, most of them are being applied here. So if you didn't get it, just step through it slowly, keep your eye on the log laws, and you'll see. I think I've really got everything here. So anyway, if you have any questions, please contact your teachers. And anyway, great job on this assessment, and take care. Bye-bye.